It is July 27th, Saturday, and I am 11 DPO. Many times 11 DPO has been a morning of a comeback line on first response. It has happened several times where they went blank for several days, and then I had a comeback line on 11 DPO like a couple times in a row. So that was very strange, but then that gave me hope and I would get all excited, and then that was the only line that I would see. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and start these. I have the Wanfo again and the last Dollar Tree test that I bought. And then I have the first response, the triple test equate digital. And just because I need to get rid of these digitals, I mean, I have so many digitals because I would buy the pack and then never need the digital, because then I would, the lines would be here for a while and then fade out and disappear, and no point in taking a digital if you don't have a line on a regular line test. And then I do have the clear blue pink dye test. So let's go ahead and get these underway and see what happens. Here is the Wanfo. Got an incredible line on this yesterday. Here is the Dollar Tree test. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so there it goes. Here is the clear blue. 1, 2, 3, 19, 20. That's for 20 seconds. So that is for the clear blue pink dye test. I'm just using up the digitals. And there it blinks and it's running through there. And finally, my very last first response. And if this is negative today, then if there is nothing on here today, then 11 DPO will be the last of my testing series. And I'm out of the blue dye tests, and there's no reason to buy any more if the first response, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, if the first response is negative. Then I would just buy another triple pack just to watch those blue lines fade. Okay. Oh yeah, not looking good at all. Not after yesterday's test stagnated and got a negative first response. So today is kind of like it's either positive or it's negative. I'm not thinking that this is good. I did get a little cramping again last night. Not again, I haven't had cramping at all, but I started to get a little sensation down there, and you know, anyway, we'll see what happens. I will set a timer for 5 minutes. Okay, the timer has gone off and it has been 5 minutes, and I will start with the Wanfo and go from there. But like I said, I am not really hopeful anymore. I feel like things took a turn and it's not looking good. So anyway, let's see what Wanfo looks like at 11 DPO. And it's just the faint, fuzzy little hint of a line. So no progression. So, okay. And I'll do the very quick from the Dollar Tree. And there is nothing on this one. Yeah, there's nothing there. Yeah, so, okay. So clear blue pink dye test. There's nothing there. Okay. It's blank. And of course the digital is going to say no. And now for the first response. Last first response, last test, 11 DPO. And there's just a, that's funny. I can see a hint of where the line is, but yeah, it's barely there. So that is it. It is over. And I am thinking about what I'm going to do and how I'm going to tweak my fasting next cycle. I just did not really get to do it as much as I wanted to. I don't know what happened. Things got in the way. I mean, fasting doesn't take time. In fact, you gain time. You gain all kinds of time because you're not sitting there eating. You can do other things. But for whatever reason, I just I didn't make it. I don't know why. I mean, I did the 3-day and then I got off of it, and then time got away from me, and all of a sudden I was getting too close to ovulation to be able to do any more long-term, you know, fasting, like a 24-hour fast or whatever. So anyway, but I plan on doing a little bit more. I've already figured out a schedule of how I want to do things, and so I'll talk more about that in a cycle update video when I start my next period, and we'll go from there, and I'll let you know what my plan is. And again, if you have not checked out Mindy Pelz, please do. Read her book, watch her videos. It's all about fasting and how a fasting lifestyle and eating windows and longer and shorter fasts can be used for weight loss, as well as hormonal balance and just overall health in general. It is amazing. If you're not doing it, I don't know why you're not doing it, because I mean, once you do it and you realize and you learn more about it, you'll wonder why in the world you hadn't heard of it and you weren't doing it sooner. Anyway, that is it for this video and testing series. Thank you so much for watching. All of your kind words and support have really been wonderful, and I look forward to the next cycle. I have 1 prescription of letrozole left, and I'm going to use it. And then I'm also going to message CNY and see where I am exactly on the waiting list for the egg donor. I don't know if I'm going to do it yet. Honestly, I'm on the fence about it. If maybe this is just the way it's going to be for me and my family, and that maybe it's time to hang it up, because I just am not 27, I'm 47, and I just don't know. Because here's my issue. Hannah is 5.5, and what is she gonna have in common with a newborn at 6 years old? And I just, it's really becoming an issue. She has, you know, she's not gonna want to play with a 3-year-old when she's 8. I don't know. I'm struggling with that whole thing. And maybe she'll play with the 3-year-old at 8, but when she's 12, is she going to want to play with, you know, a 6-year-old? I doubt it. But anyway, I just don't know. And you just can't, you don't know what's going to happen with siblings. Just because you have a brother or sister doesn't mean you get along with them or ever talk to them or see them. And I don't know. You know, the expense, it's over $10,000 to do the cycle with the egg donor. I have to purchase the sperm separately, which I thought I was going to get to use my own cheap Facebook donor. But no, the sperm is an extra $1,000 expense. And then you have to do the transfer, which is about $1,700. And I can't see myself putting myself in that kind of debt when I already have, years and years worth of sperm debt. So I don't know what I'm going to do. So I'm not making any promises. I'm not promising that I'm going to do the egg donor. I really don't know. I will pray about it some more and see if this is something that I should pursue. See what happens by the time, how I feel, see how I feel by the time my turn comes for the donation, you know, for the egg donor. When my term, I was number 8 on the wait list, and I think she's retired after that. And she's so pretty, and and when they showed her, I think she was probably 1 or 2 years old in her picture, and she was just so cute, and that got me excited, like, okay, yeah, I'll take, you know, those babies. But then I don't know what the father would look like. It's just, this is not the kind of life that I wanted for myself. This is not the kind of life I wanted for myself. I had hopes and dreams of getting married early so that I could have my children when my body was in its prime, and I couldn't find anybody good to marry. So anyway, that's the way life goes, and I really hope that a lot of you are doing well, you know. And then here's another scenario. I was at a birthday party for one of Hannah's classmates 2 weeks ago, and was talking to one of the mothers who she just turned 36 and just had baby number 2. Baby number 1 is Hannah's classmate, and her name is also Hannah, which is kind of funny. And, you know, so she just turned 5. And so here's baby number 2, and baby number 2 is 3 months old. And she tells me at the party that they are getting a divorce. So just because you marry somebody fertile and good looking, like the guy's cute. I saw him, you know, went to Hannah's little birthday party at their house. And it was a nice house, over $1 million. And she's losing everything. They have to sell the house. They're going their separate ways, and now she is going to be a single mother with a 5-year-old and a 3-month-old. Now, I know that that doesn't happen to everybody, and a lot of people, you know, but just because you marry somebody fertile in the nick of, you know, just because you marry somebody when you're younger and you're both fertile and everything like that, doesn't mean you're going to stay together. And it just makes me so sad when I think about her, and I need to call her and we need to hang out and get the girls together. But yeah, you know, just because you get married when you're young and you have a bunch of kids with that person doesn't mean you are going to stay with that person forever. That's always the plan and the hope, but things happen and you can't control the other person, and sometimes the other person goes off the deep end, and the divorce is necessary. Anyway, and I won't go into details about why they have to divorce, even though you don't know them and you'll never know them, but it's really bad stuff, and I'm not going to talk about that on the channel here because I don't know who's watching and what. Anyway, but yeah, divorce is definitely necessary in this case. Anyway, so that is it for this video. I hope you're all doing well. A lot of you are finding out you're pregnant, and I just want to say congratulations, and I hope everything goes well for you. I hope you are doing well, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.